welcome to today's video. We're talking about the after evaluation step, tracking and measuring. We've gone through the journey, we've conducted a marketing audit, researched what's happening, identified that audience, planned the budget, got things scheduled, implemented, launched, ready to go, and now we're at the end of our road trip. We have successfully had a marketing campaign, and now we're going to look backwards to measure our goal and our metrics. The value of that marketing plan is its effectiveness. So we need to be deliberate and timely implementing and checking how those results are coming in. So it's important to measure them against the standards when we created the goal. So when you look backwards, each stop on that checkpoint should have been an opportunity for you to review the plan, compare the progress, and see how we're doing in that implementation schedule. So how do we measure our success and our progress? Well, if it's revenue-based, that's evident because all we have to do is look at our accounting papers. If it's customer numbers, then we go into our CRM and we pull out how many people are in our CRM. If it's social media, we can simply look at our analytics. And if we had 950 followers last month and our goal was to increase by a certain number in a certain time frame, all we have to do is look at the analytics. But if it's less tangible and less quantifiable, perhaps we need to go ask people. So maybe there's a patient survey, a client survey, a customer survey. So they rate us. How were we before our marketing campaign and changes in implementation? And then base that on how are we after our campaign and how do you perceive us in the community? Maybe the receptionist logs complaints. So our job and our goal was set to increase customer satisfaction and reduce complaints. So over time, we implemented certain automation steps to remind them of appointments coming up, to offer them incentives, coupons, or discounts if they're price sensitive. Perhaps they want to have expanded hours and we can't offer expanded hours because of lack of labor, but maybe an alternative would be increased functionality online that's open 24/7. Knowing the original goal and how we were planning on measuring the success helps us in this stage. But as we go along the journey, if we find that we're not meeting our expectations and it's difficult for us after we got things launched and got scheduled, why we're not matching up. So perhaps there was something like an ad campaign, for example, that didn't have the results that we wanted. We don't continue on with an ad if we know that we're not getting the results that we want. That's not to say that we invest in the ad clear to the end, but maybe we change up graphics. Perhaps we need to change the wording, or there may have been a link that was broken. It's important to continually monitor during the launch of our marketing campaign and identify those happenings in the evaluation phase. Maybe there are seminars or something that you want to host, but you couldn't get anybody to come to it. So if you are targeting the wrong audience, or they currently want to have things virtual and have a live event on Zoom, then understanding that knowing the community and the situation that people are in is important to be able to offer those things. So that doesn't mean necessarily scrapping the event, but offering another action, which would be this virtual option, to get that engagement that you want. In other words, the action and strategies and goals need to be regularly monitored and evaluated each time along the way. So as you look at that calendar and you have your implementation strategy and the accountability steps, then try new approaches. It's not set in stone. And just because you have an ad on Instagram, but your audience may not be there or engaging with it, doesn't mean that you have to stick with it. But you can't give up because we're still on this journey of launching and reaching this goal. So I encourage you to plan and proceed knowing that things may need to change along the way. I hope these videos have inspired you to take a look at a marketing plan from an easy perspective, but important and valuable perspective. If you have questions, you can always reach out to me. And I look forward to seeing you in the next series. Thanks for watching. Bye.